Evening, Karim. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you too, bro.
Welcome to all the subscribers. Please view the video, share it, like it, comment. Let us know what you want us to talk about, man, because this is for all Liverpool fans, wherever you are in the world. Okay, let's get to it, man. So we've got two games to talk about. We've got the Villarreal one, Champions League, first leg. What did you think?
Villarreal, I think that was just a well done job. That was outstanding. And them not having a shot on target, it was like special force operation.
Special ops.
Special ops. It's like, load of chances. They kept at it, kept believing in themselves they were going to get a goal, and they eventually cracked the nut and got a second as well. Gives us a good opportunity. Vaguely, like, we've got one foot through the door. It's like you're a bit sceptical because Unai Emery, this cup specialist. Could he pull something out of the bag and that? But Klopp has done a number on him. I think the player played. Thiago was outstanding again.
I think with Villa, I was expecting a lot more from them. I saw some of the highlights of the Bayern Munich and Juventus, and they played well against those. But I think we're on another level at the moment, the way we're playing, and it's so gutting that we're relying on Man City to drop points now, because they look like they're going to win all their games in the league, and it's just, oh man, it's really, really, it's frustrating because the way we're playing now, against Villarreal, we just suffocated them. We strangled them. They had no answer to the intensity that we showed. And you know what? I think the Everton game before was a really good preparation for Villarreal. Don't get me wrong, Villarreal are much better than Everton. Better players, better organised, everything. But the style with that low block and trying to frustrate Liverpool, that's exactly how Villarreal played. And I think we're just too good at the moment. I really do. The way we're playing, all the players look like they're in that purple patch, in that zone when everything is working, and I think today's game, funnily enough, is going to be a good practice game for the Villarreal away game. Sorry. Because for me, again, what happened today, Newcastle played with intensity because they were at home. They tried, but they couldn't really lay a glove on us, And again, I think Villarreal, looking at how they played in the first set, they definitely won't be as bad as that again. I think their best player's back next week as well, Moreno. And they'll be more of a threat. But if they come and attack us, then they're going to leave spaces. And we're good enough to exploit that. And if they sit back again, then, they're not going to score, are they? So I never like to say it's done, but it's going to take a monumental collapse by Liverpool in that game for them to go through, for me. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
if they do beat us, they deserve it. You know what I mean? To be able to bring back the 2-goal deficit down, I feel like they had a few good players on the day. Like I think Foyt played pretty well. Because Diaz was on form as well. He ran him wild, but he matched him in some elements. But because we're so strong in every angle, whether it's defence, right back, left back, up front, and it's like every player doesn't want to get dropped. They all want to play. Training sessions must be a joy to watch.
Yeah.
Today I was a bit sceptical. When I see Henderson, Milner, and Keita in midfield. I thought it might have been a bit weak, but it looks like what I've just said, like those training sessions, everyone stepped up another, couple of notches, you know what I mean? So,
well, what's quite amazing is Milner was man of the match today. He was solid. He just is regular 7.5, 8 out of 10. And yeah, he just, I think the commentary today, they said it. Milner was what was needed. It was like it was a day for that gritty, dogged kind of midfielder, and he did that. He did his job, and he contributed massively to the game. I mean, I don't know what you thought of the game today, but for me, we should have made that much easier. I mean,
definitely. Like, I feel like when we got the goal, floodgates opened a little. They opened up. They're trying to get a goal in, but they kept losing the ball in vital positions. Feel like Gomez played pretty well down that way.
Yeah, Gomez had a decent game.
Yeah, I was a bit. I wasn't sure about him playing right back, but today in the last two games, he's played at right back. He's done a really good job, and it looks like he's got his pace back as well. So
remember he had a serious injury last season, similar to Van Dijk's, and he had an injury as well the season before that. So he's come on the back of a couple of seasons where he's had terrible injuries, and that must affect you. I mean, look, we think these players are like machines almost, but they're human beings, man. The guys, probably it's taking him time to get back to that level where he feels confident to push himself to the limit again. He doesn't feel like he's going to break down now. So, yeah, he's looking okay, I mean...
It's true what you're saying, because I think when he was away with England, without even kicking a ball, no one around him, he got injured. And you're thinking, wow, he must have spent, 2.5 years on rehab? He's had quite a few bad ones as well. And for him to come out the other side, and hopefully this is the last of the lot, and he stays fit. He played pretty good. He played pretty good today. I'll take my hat off to him. But
he's definitely got something to offer the team. He's definitely got something to offer. He's quick. He's aggressive. He can get forward. He can get better going forward, I think. But I think he's solid defensively. You see where Trent is a bit loose defensively, because Trent is not a defender, in my opinion. Trent's a number 10 that plays at right back. But Gomez is a defender. Do you know what I mean? So when you put him in a defensive position, we don't look as vulnerable in a game. Do you know what I mean? That's how it appears to me. But today we were very comfortable. It was a very, very good performance, but it could have and should have been easier. And the front players, I think today they just made poor decisions in key moments. I mean, Jota played okay, but he was through and Diaz was in space, and all he had to do was roll it to him, and that's a goal. Yeah. And the same for Mane. Well, Mane's one was a bit different. He just misjudged the angle, and that volley just went wide. That 9 times out of 10, that's a goal. That one. I think Salah as well. Salah had a shot when he could have laid it off to Keita. And, so it's just... When it's 1-0, I mean, I always thought we were in control, but you know what? It's you see so many times a dodgy decision goes against you, or a ricochet, a cross, a corner, and it falls to some player that hasn't scored for 3 years and he taps it in. It can happen. So we've got to put these games to bed, be clinical, I mean, but yeah, apart from that's the only real criticism I could have. But apart from that, it was brilliant, and
did it almost seem like it was like a training session to you? Basically, because everything was on point,
Yeah, I think most of our games are feeling like that at the moment. You know, they're just. I mean, if I go back, so Everton was a real battle. That was like a war. Man United was just too easy. Villarreal was like a training game, defense v attack. Today was almost that way, but it was a bit more intensity by Newcastle than Villarreal showed. And I think when we go to Villarreal, it's going to be a similar type of game to today's game, because they've got quick players and they're going to try and do what Newcastle did today. They're going to try and hit us on the break. They're going to try and frustrate us still, because I don't believe they're going to come and open up and try and play us.
Well, they played today as well. And they played that. I think they lost today, but they didn't play their first 11.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't, would they?
Yeah, they lost 2-1. They lost 2-1, and they rested a lot of their players. So Foyt weren't playing. Look, Aurier was playing. I think the only one from the start, they've only had 2 players that started against us on Tuesday. So they're going to be up for it. They're going to go all out for it. And
they're going to be up for it. They're not good enough. They're not good enough. In my opinion, they're not good enough. And, you know, you can't blame Emery for resting all his players, because they got nothing to play for in the league. They're not getting relegated. They're not going to finish in the European places. The only chance they got of anything is winning the Champions League. Mm-hmm. So that's the only way they're going to be in Europe next year. So he's got to put all his eggs in that basket. So I
felt like he's on that subject. I felt his tactics were pretty right. I feel like he was going to get us to about 80th minute, frustrate us. One moment of lackness. Of falling asleep. I feel like he wanted to pitch that 1-0 lead or try and come away with a draw. I think the tactics were right, but we're just on point there. We're just like, I wish the Man City game was now. I feel like it was at the wrong time. Like,
yeah, maybe.
I wish the FA Cup game was before the league game. I feel like it would have been a different story. We would have had a bit more of a feel to them, you know what I mean? And then would have stepped them up a little bit. But
yeah, listen, look, there's 4 games left in the league. Anything can still happen. We can drop points, they could drop points. It doesn't look like it, but it can happen. 4 games is a lot of football. You know, you're talking about 360 minutes of football, plus all the extra time and all the variance to go into that. So a lot can change still. Sorry. Yeah, I think, well, look, we might get a chance to play them again in the Champions League final if they get past Madrid. So tough game away. They rested their players as well, and they still won. I think Modric was the only player that played from that first 11. Yeah, look, Real Madrid are going to be a tough. They're going to have a real battle on their hands, Man City. But they showed that they can beat them. So I don't know. I don't know who I prefer to face.
It's a shame. Their players are coming to form, like Jesus. He started banging in a few goals, and they've got their Diaz back as well. So, and like 4-0 today, them winning. You know, I thought like Leeds would have been after Burnley winning today, I thought they would have had a tougher game. But it looked like, they laid the red carpet out for him, and they said, "Look, you know, take that Rodrigo." One of their defenders falls over. He had a quick little, nice, easy pass, to Rafinha. You know, a golden opportunity, and it could have been the one frustrated them. But I feel like Leeds play so open, it would have been 2-1 or 3-1 or something like that. So
yeah, I mean, look, I was hopeful Leeds would get something. I didn't expect it, if I'm honest. But look, we can only do what we can only really control the games we're in, and we're not going to play them again in the league. So that's it. We have to just rely on them slipping up now. I think if we play them in the Champions League final, I think we beat them. I really do. I think we're just too strong. right now. I mean, it'll be a great game in the Champions League final. Liverpool, Man City. Wow. That is going to be a classic if that's the one. I think Liverpool, Real Madrid will be a great final as well, actually. I think the Champions League final is going to be it's going to be a spectacle, man.
We've got some business with them, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've got a bit of little bit of revenge.
A bit of revenge.
But let's see. No Ramos, no Karius. No presents. No presents.
On Karius, have you seen a picture of him recently?
No.
He looks like he's going from Mr. Olympia or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, he looks like, like Hercules or something like that. He's beefed up proper. I feel like he's going into a new profession now. He's realised he's no good at goalkeeping, finally. All those wages he's been picking up for no reason.
Yeah, well, good luck to him, man. Good luck to him. I mean, he had a terrible game that day, and I felt for him that day. I mean, I was gutted, obviously, we lost, but
felt for him. He just rolled the ball out to Benzema.
I know, but listen, man, I don't know, man. We moved past that now. We've won the Champions League since then.
They said like Bruce Gobler, match fixing, man. I don't know, man. If they and that was suspect, man. But I'll have more suspicion against Karius, man.
Well, you never know. You never know. They do say football is corrupt at the top level, but I don't know. I've got a friend of mine who thinks the Liverpool AC Milan game was a fix. You know?
Well, yeah.
But he is an Arsenal fan, so he doesn't know. He doesn't know too much about winning Champions Leagues. You know, that's a bit out of his remit. He doesn't know about that.
That says it all.
Sorry, Georgie. I love you, Georgie, but you don't know about the Champions League, do you? Anyway, listen, Karim, thanks for joining me. Prediction for Villarreal? You think we're through?
Villarreal, I feel like it will be a 2-1-1-1, one of those.
Yeah,
and I feel like we'll just sit back. Maybe it'll be a tough game away, but I feel like we're through, man. You know, if we get I'll put it like this: if we get a goal in the first 20 minutes, all right, they could be 3-1, 4-1 to us, because they're going to open up even more. They're going to want to get that goal back. But if they sit back,
I mean,
1-2-1 or something like that.
Listen, they've got quality. We can't underestimate them. But for them to score 3 goals without reply, I don't know. I don't know if they're capable of that against this Liverpool team. No, I don't think so. So I think we go through. But yeah, it'd be tough. Anyway, listen, you take care. Good talking to you. And we'll catch up soon, my friend.
Definitely. All right. Take care, guys.
All the best.
All the best.